Hey, I'm back, and we are going to see if we can make some noise in the daily Blitz arena on Lichess. Make some noise. Who do we got? We're 20 on the rankings. Now all the people are joining, all the good people are. So, just about to start in 10 seconds, and there are a ton of very highly rated players here, so let's see how we do. This is going to be my longest video yet. I'm just going to try it out, see how it works. I've been saying that a lot lately. But yeah, okay, so we got a match against a hang back rank mate. And they are white, and we're going to go with the Scandinavian, which I've been working on actually, a more defensive approach. Not what I usually play, but I'm going to swing the queen back to d8. I've been learning it because I am John Bartholomew uses it a lot, and to good success, great success even. So I decided I'd try it out. See how it goes in a Blitz tournament. I think it'd be better for long games, but you never know. Alright, so I've never seen f3 here, so I'm gonna go for the whole push back with the A, B, and C pawns, push back the bishop. Alright, so now his bishop has to go there, okay. And at this point I'm just gonna move all three up. All in. Risk it for the biscuit. You know how the saying goes. I think I'm going to bring up my e-pawn next. If we don't do this all-pawn push, one of the ideas is to just go c6 and then e6 and then prevent the d-pawn from advancing, because their e-pawn's already gone. That's the whole point of the Scandinavian. But, okay. Do I want to take here? Yeah, I think I want to take here. And he's going to take with the f-pawn most likely, yes. And then I'll go e6. Excuse me, I have a bit of a cough. So now we see what my opponent does in response. They could bring their knight out, bring the queen out. Alright, queen h5. I don't see any real threats. So I'm going to go... Where am I going to go? I still want a castle. That's a priority. Alright, let's bring our bishop to e7, and then we're able to castle if we want to. No way I'm queenside castling. That's just not going to work out. I want the bishop to kind of overcommit somewhere, the dark squared bishop that my opponent has, so I can go to queen a5 check. Alright, so develops the knight to f3. I can castle now, if I want to. I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so now we castle. Maybe bishop to g5, because my opponent can go for the checkmate here if they want to. Not that I'm going to let them. Okay, so knight. Interesting. Alright, so I will take... I'll accept the offer. So now I do not have both of my bishops, but that's not really a huge concern in the Scandinavian, at least from what I've seen. So now he's attacking my bishop, my opponent is, and I can bring my queen up to d4, threatening the b2 pawn. I still need to get developed. I have not developed at all, and that is an issue. But I want to see if I can maybe trap the other bishop that my opponent has, the light squared bishop on b3. That would be good. So we are up a bit on time. Things are looking pretty normal so far, but with this kind of opening, it could collapse at any moment, so must keep being vigilant. My opponent still hasn't castled either way, and my opponent chooses not to. d2, king to d2, very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So I can go queen f2 check, I can take the b2 pawn. I have a couple of options here, for sure. But I think the most appealing to me is c4, because it traps the bishop, because my opponent's king is now, how do you say, pinned. Too early in the morning for this. Yeah, my opponent's king is now pinned. So I think that was a blunder on their part. I still want to develop my bishop to c7 and my knight to b6. So those are the next priorities, but you can never pass up a free piece. Never. Oh, okay. Okay, I see how it is. Yeah, I should have seen that coming, honestly. So my opponent goes back to e3. Now I have to move. I can still move back here. Yeah, there's no threats if I go back to d6. And d6 doesn't block my development, so I'm going to do that. The bishop is still trapped. But that dark squared bishop that my opponent has a really nice diagonal. I'm not liking that too much, to be honest. So I'll just go ahead and take. I have the rook guarding f7, so I don't see any checkmates or other threats. And now I can go ahead and develop the rest of my pieces. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I can always bring my knight to d8 if necessary to protect the f square. And now that his light squared bishop's gone, the my h pawn is much more closely guarded. So he's trying to double up his rooks. I'm going to go ahead and just attack that rook real quick. Force it to move a bit more. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay. Interesting. So now I have to contend. I don't want to go h2 because there could be a sack attack. Or h6. But I don't really see what other options I have at the moment. Sack and then... But I want to know if that's a checkmate or not. Yeah, this is interesting. In a bad way. Alright, so we're going to go h6 and hope that my opponent doesn't take with the bishop. Okay, so they do. Yeah, I should have... Okay. Now what? Now what indeed? Takes. I don't see any way out of the mate if I take the bishop back. Yeah, I'm pretty much forced to play something else. So I'm going to go up to the f square. And then we'll go from there. So my opponent takes again. I still can't take back because that's checkmate. Actually, that's a huge problem. I think I lost at least a few pieces, if not lost the game outright. So now what? Some construction going on outside. This is incredibly bad. And now I'm running out of time because I'm thinking too much. But so I stall the checkmate for one turn by sacking that. Fair enough. And then I can just go here, check, see what that does. But at this point, the game is lost. I might as well resign because I don't see myself coming out of this alive. We'll see. Maybe I can do a perpetual somehow or something like that. Alright, so we're going to move this up and go for bishop g4 check. My opponent can... Okay. Yeah. I figured. So that's fine. Let's go back to the tournament. We've got 2 people on fire already at the top of the rankings. There's already 100 people in this. Wow. That's a lot of people. Let's go up to the top. Yeah, so we got 3 people on fire, actually. So now we play Sergas, 13-18. Good luck. I'm going to go e4. I don't want to do anything too fancy this time. Stick to what I know. Okay, so he plays the Philidor. I think that's the Philidor. And then I go with the Scotch. Okay. Wow. f6. I have not seen that. That's interesting. Still, I thought he was going to capture the other way. Now he loses his castling chances, which is fine by me. And I have 2 knights developed already. So I'm going to go bishop c4, bishop d7, bishop e3, just regular development. And my opponent advances, but I think that was a blunder because I got 2 pieces to their 1 piece. That's fine. I'll trade. My opponent advances again. We'll just go back. Kind of want a queenside castle. Get the momentum. I'll do just that. Alright, so my opponent moves out of the way. I'm going to go to h4 with the idea of coming to f5. I want to trade as many pieces as possible, and once that knight moves out of the way, I can take c6 with my bishop and cause some problems. But my opponent is not too keen on letting me do that. Alright, let's go... I'm feeling a little risky. Let's go to d6. Okay, expected. But now I have a free pawn. I was expecting maybe knight to f5, but then I was just going to take the knight on f5 with my own. And then if he took my rook, I'd take his bishop. And that's a good deal for me. So I'm going to go for the double check here. My opponent is forced to move, and then I can go ahead and take the rook. I'm not seeing any threats on their part, so I should be just fine to continue gobbling up their pieces mercilessly. And this is looking to be a pretty easy win. Alright, there comes the check, but now your knight is trapped. Pretty easy. Alright, so my opponent resigns, go back to tournament. Picked up 2 points. Let's see if we can catch fire with the next 2. I'm not going to go for any... I could have berserked that game, to be honest, but I'm not going to berserk unless I'm facing under 1400s. And even if I am, like, it's doubtful. I just don't feel confident doing so. I might, we'll see. If they're under 1400 like that person was, I'll go for the berserk. Okay, definitely not against this guy. So what kind of opening do I want to play? Okay, so d4, to which I respond d5. If they go c4, oh, I wanted to play Albin, but whatever. Just fiend shadowing the bishop, that's natural. Gonna bring my own bishop out. I could go for the fiend shadow myself. Is that worth doing? Let's bring this out first. Castles, okay. I think I want a queenside castle instead. I wonder if going to b4 is worth it. Nah, it's not worth it. I don't think so anyway. So, goes for the pin, block the pin, bring the queen up. Alright, queenside. And we should be good to start a caveman approach. A pawn storm of sorts against white. Start with h6. Take it or leave. Your choice. I'd rather you take it, to be honest. Alright, you left, but not far enough. I'm going to chase you all the way back to e3, or not. I guess that's fine. Do I have to take? I think taking is the best option here. So I'm expecting bishop takes back, yeah. That's not an issue. But that pin does bother me. I kind of want to get rid of it, so I'm just going to move over one. I've already got 2 pawns in nice squares, so we'll see where this takes us. I want to double up the rooks. I'm expecting maybe... No, not knight c5 isn't going to happen. I've got the bishop guarding. Alright, so my opponent just goes ahead and takes. Okay, no, it's no longer guarding the square. So now knight c5 is a very real move, but I don't see what it does. It is a nice outpost, but I can always swing my bishop back and attack it. So it shouldn't be too big to deal with. Is that just a trade offer? What can I do? I wish my e-pawn wasn't there, otherwise I'd just go to bishop h3. Yeah, I think I have no choice. Take it is. Okay, so now I have to watch out for the bishop and the knight going for the b square. So I'm pretty much, well, I'm not forced to take, but it's just a better move overall. Bring my queen up, threatening the rook. He's probably just going to defend it with the queen, or move the rook. But if he moves the rook, I get a file, which is nice. At least he's not doubling up his rooks yet. Okay, so my opponent moves the rooks back. Oh, I actually just hung the H. Actually, no. That's a... I mean, I didn't intend it to be that way, but I can bring my rook to H8 if the queen takes on H5. So now the knight comes over. I'm just going to let it do what it wants. I don't see what the big threat is. But right now I need to open a file for my queen and my rook to come in and deliver the final blow. So my opponent's threatening checkmate. Should I move back? Or should I take the queen? I think I'm in a good enough position to take the queen. So I'm going to go ahead and take the queen, and while my castle is still good, I need to... Oh, I forgot that that's a thing that... I thought he was going to take with the knight. Okay, so now I have to deal with this. Move the pawn up. That's... Alright, so just a simple... Just attacking. Going straight for the checkmate, I see. What should I do? I'm going to take. I'm going to risk it here. Now, which pawn will you take back with? The F pawn. Not what I was hoping for. Okay, now I have to deal with this. I'm going to bring my rook up to the D file, or yeah, it's already on the D file, to the 6th rank. So I can protect. I do lose a pawn in this deal. So I'd be down a pawn, which isn't fun. Not at all. Alright, I'm going to bring the rook out. I need to get that pawn back. The B pawn looks pretty weak. That's something we can always attack. Now I'm under attack. I don't want to trade rooks, but I also don't want to move out of the way to lose the piece. I mean, to lose the F pawn. I think I'm just going to have to trade at this point. Pre-move there. Gotta watch that time. Oh, I did not expect that. Okay. So takes, pawn takes. I can defend those pawns with a pawn chain later. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Excuse me. Okay, so I need to get behind these. So I'm going to go up, get my bishop behind him. And it also prevents the king from... Okay, but the king's also has its own ideas. Not going to let me go anywhere. I'm going to move this up. Maybe h3 is coming. But if so, I've got a passed pawn, which is very powerful. Okay, h3. At this point, I've got to get my king in the game. That's the only other way to win. Got to get my king over to my opponent's b pawn, start taking that pawn chain, or promoting my own pawn. Whatever works. The good thing is... Actually, no. Okay, so that knight won't be getting to my bishop for a while. And by a while, I mean probably just 2 moves. Oh boy. Okay, let's go here. I got 49 seconds, so I gotta speed up. Might not talk as much. Oh, that's a check, isn't it? Yep. Okay, so now it's all or nothing. Going all in. Pawn for pawn, still down a pawn. Got a passed pawn, but if the bishop falls, or has to move, then my passed pawn falls. Okay, moving up. I think it's okay to take this. My bishop is guarding the square. So I will still be down a pawn after this entire exchange, but I will have my c passed pawn, which is the only way to win. It's getting pretty intense. Getting pretty heated. 33 seconds. How am I going to do this? All right, so I think my opponent has to sacrifice the knight for the pawn. Then I'll have to go for a draw at that point. Not really another option for me. Yep. I think I might lose this though, simply because I don't have enough time to think about what I'm doing. Let's see. I can figure this out. Okay, here we go. So that's a draw. Alright, good game. Let's return to tournament. We do not catch fire, unfortunately, but we do get a point out of it. So we've got 3 points, sitting pretty at 37 out of 142. Who's at the top? 16 points. Oh my gosh. Berserked all of them and won all of them. That's really impressive. Oh, this is an hour and 39 minutes long? I thought it was just an hour long. Okay. I may need to cut off the video at an hour for length purposes. Just a heads up. If that happens, it probably will happen. I apologize in advance. It's really hard to upload 2-hour videos. I don't even know if I'm able to. So we got a game against Pisca Drugzganic. That's the craziest name ever. Slovakia. I didn't know you could hover over the name and see the flag. I completely forgot. I'm from the US. We got a French. And my theory is already out the door. Let's try this. I've got to learn some new openings, otherwise it's just going to get stale after a while. Okay, did I just lose a piece? Yes, I did. Yes, I'm playing clearly the greatest chess of my career. I'm going to go for the bishop and continue playing what I'm now going to refer to as the greatest chess of my career. 2 pawns. Absolutely incredible. Who could have foreseen such play from Lancer? How am I going to deal with this? I don't see any way to take that pawn in any appreciable manner. I guess we can bring our queen out. And queenside castle. Actually, okay. There's that. Expected. Now that pawn is a really nasty outpost. But I can go ahead and push my own pawn as well. And let's go for the trade. Move that up. Kick you back. We might actually be able to gain back a pawn here because we just took one. Then we can take another. And the g-pawn is also in the works. I'm worried about queen h4 check. Or bishop h4 check, as the case may be. May not castle in the end. We will have to wait and see. Should I take the pawn now? Yes, I should. I have to make up my material advantage before anything else. Okay, so here comes the check. Expected. I'll just move out of the way. I can do a manual castle by going to c2 and then b1. So I'm not too worried about not castling this round. Okay, brings this back to attack the rook. Alright, I'm going to try something fancy. Let's go with bishop g5. The bishop is pinned, and if it takes the g square, I have enough guarding it. I can even go ahead and try trade queens as well. Okay, so no such trade occurs, and now it's up to me whether I want to trade anything. So I'm going to go here. After queen takes, I'm going to take the c pawn. My e pawn is hanging, so I think I'm still a pawn down after this, I believe. I wanted to go bishop h5, but then the king can go to d8 guarding, so I'm just going to go here for now. You can castle kingside if you want now. No one's stopping you. Alright, so the knight comes out. I think it's a free knight for me, so I'm just going to go ahead and take it. I don't see any trap. I still want to get rid of the king's castling opportunities just by giving a check. Alright, so the king gets rid of them itself. Queen can't check me, right? Alright. We've been playing pretty risky, so let's go for another risky move. Attacking the queen. Our rook is still wide open, but we can go bishop f3 to guard. And we can also go rook d6 check to guard, which looks more promising to me. Because bishop f3 puts the bishop under attack, or on a hanging square. Interesting. I just want to... Should I castle now? Yes, I should. Oh wait, I can't. I forgot. Wonderful. Alright, so I want to go for queen c4 check. You can take that h-pawn if you want. I really don't care about it. I'm worried about losing my rook after you move down another file, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. d2 is a wonderful move to prevent that. King d2. I want to see if I can go for a checkmate here and now. I think I got it. I think queen c7 is mate. Should be. Yeah, sweet. So we catch the win, and we're at 20 now. Good stuff. It's at the top, 21. Yeah, we're not getting first place. I never expected that, but... And we're already, I mean, I'm already ending the recording halfway through anyway. I will update you guys on how I did in the description if you're interested in that. So we got a game against Tida Bronze from that's not a country, but that's a language that I should know the name of, but I don't. Are they going to move, or do we get the free win? I will take a free win. I think they're online now. Oh, okay. Return to tournament. So now we're on fire because we got a free 2 points there. If we can win the next one, we can kick ourselves up to 10 plus. If I can get top 10, that would be amazing. Okay, 1992. No way I'm berserking, but... Bastille, where are you from? Deuce. What does that mean? Does that mean Dutch? I don't know anything, I'm sorry. Awesome, we get another scotch. Yeah, this is more my style. I know this opening pretty well. At least for the amount of theory that you would expect me to know, if you know me. Which isn't much. This all seems pretty standard, pretty straightforward. I'm gonna go f3, just protecting that pawn real quick. Alright, so here comes this. I expected this. I'm okay giving up the bishop. So let's go knight to d2, offering the trade. And the trade is accepted. And now we have another trade offer. Or just putting more pressure on that knight. But the knight's no longer really pinned or anything. So it's not a big concern. My castling doesn't look too great. I'm gonna be completely honest, but I just want to castle right now. I think takes c6 might not... Okay, now it's not as good, but I was hoping to get doubled pawns on my opponent. That would have been pretty cool. What to do now? What to do? Alright, let's just go for the pawn storm here. My opponent may queenside castle, it looks like. And I would be down for that. Because my pawns are already in position to storm, and I've got many pieces on the queen side rather than the king side. Okay, so my opponent sees this to an extent and decides to offer the trade. I don't want to separate my separate my pawns because then the b pawn is hanging, so I'm just going to go for this. I want to bring it to the endgame, so we've brought it straight to the endgame. We've got a pin, unpinning, repinning. Well, not repinning. That's dumb. Free pawn. I'm just going to take it. May prove consequential later because now my pawns are isolated and doubled. but I just can't let free material just go like that, you know. It pains me to do so. Let's force this bishop to take or leave. Okay, bishop takes, and now that I'm a pawn up, I'm pretty confident I can at the very least pull out a draw, but hopefully pull out a win. That's the goal. So now the pawn has to move up. I think we gain that c pawn no matter what, but if my opponent moves rook to d8, they can always take back the d pawn. But my goal is to take his queen side before he takes all of mine, and then I can advance my a or b pawn to queen. That's the goal. My king is safe from any back rank threats because I'm on f3. And yeah. Whenever I play chess, I just get so analytical, even if I'm not that good. I'm working on some movie reviews right now, and once I get those out, there will be a bunch of humor if you're into that. I promise. I promise my movie reviews will be slightly funnier than my chess games, if that means anything. Okay. Now, I don't know do I want to give up the d-pawn? Let's do it. Let's do it. And let's advance. Yes. We are 2 pawns up. I'm feeling very confident about my chances. I just have to not blunder. Alright, goes to the vulnerable 7th rank, but I don't think it'll be a problem for me. Unless he brings both of his rooks into the equation, which looks like that's the plan. What can I do about this? No, I'm not taking a draw. Screw you. I'm sorry, that was mean. But I'm not taking a draw regardless. I have some time. Let me think about this. So rook goes down to c2. King goes to f1. And then... yeah, my opponent can cause a perpetual if they want to. That doesn't look too nice. Is there any way to block? That's the real question. I'm just going to go up. Alright, so here comes the awaited move. And is there any way I can make this not a draw? Any way at all? I think I can try one thing. Okay, I'm going to risk it. I might get checkmate. Actually, no, that's checkmate. Can't do that. Oh my lord. Alright, I just go for this check. Because why not? And then move the pawn up. Don't really see another option. So, looks like my opponent, I don't know if they're interested in a draw still, but here's what I'm going to do. So they can still go for the draw if they want. I'm fairly sure. So I'm going to do this. Actually, no, that's... okay, let's do it. Whatever. I don't even care at this point. I have to be really fast, though, because I've got 33 seconds. So my plan is to swing my queen back to g3 and then roll from there. Oh, gosh. Are you kidding me? Whatever. Oh, wait. Oh, that's checkmate. Whoops. Well, I'm bad. That was really bad. Dang. Maybe I should have just taken the draw there. Yeah, that's depressing. Oh well. Is what it is. We've got 7 points now, back to 25. I thought I was being all fancy, sacrificing the rook so that I could queen, get a check, then bring the queen back so I could protect from any checkmates or draw offers. And I only had 30 seconds left, but I thought it was a good idea. Apparently not. Alright, we've got a game against photographer. Poland. Very cool. So I'm going to try the Scandinavian once more, see if I can get it to work the way I want it to. Back to d8. Pawn up, standard. Knight to f6. Other knight out. Yeah, we'll go bishop f5. Excuse me. Alright, so bishop just goes to e2, more of a passive take. That's fine by me. I'm going to bring the e-pawn and the c-pawn up, just falling in line with what the Scandinavian likes to do. And I'm going to go for the castle. Now that he's king-sided, I think bishop on d6 is a better overall option. So after the trade is up. So now my queen is eyeing that weak h2 square. Knight goes in for the outpost. I'm going to offer the trade once more because I don't like it there. Okay, bishop swings back. And queen goes back to c7 is what I've decided to do as I talk in a weird tense. I don't want doubled pawns, that's for sure, so I'm just going to take. What else can we do in this situation? Let's grab some space with b5. Brings the knight back. Go for the castle right now. I like to castle a bit late. I don't think, as long as you watch out for checkmate threats, I don't think it's as big of a priority as people make it out to be. Which is why I do that if you're looking for an explanation. Alright, so let's grab as much queenside space as possible. I'm not sure what the idea behind f3 is. But we can deal with that, we can roll with it. That knight is weak now. So I'm going to go queen f4. And by the knight, I mean the E rank knight. Not going to go for the pawn trade. Just separates my pawns where there's no separation necessary. No, I can just leave that as it is. I want to get one of my rooks into the game, so let's do just that. The queen is on a nice attackable file. If you get me. Let's go for hang, or quote unquote hang the pawn. See if my opponent takes the bait or not. We're just under 3 minutes. G3. Wanting to kick the queen. How do I feel about that? I guess going back to H is fine. Kind of. It'll do. Queen's a bit passive now, but it will do. Knight to d6. What is that threatening? Excuse me. Alright, I'm going to take the pawn. If the queen takes back, then I have several threats that involve pinning that I could try. Not that any of them will actually work. Yeah, let's go b8. So the queen is pinned momentarily, and if they move to the wrong place, then I could take a free knight, but I don't think my opponent would make that mistake. They don't. And I'm just going to go back to attacking. I am okay with getting a draw here, to be honest. If I can just keep forcing the queen back and forth. Definitely does not want to get rid of that pawn. So I'm just going to go ahead and attack again. Has to go back to D, yeah, figure, D file. I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to do here. Then let's go right on back. This time we'll bring the other rook out. I just want to keep the pressure on that possible pin. So we're going to bring our knight back to an unusual square just to reopen the pin again. And now I cannot get that free knight if it ever opened up. Sadly. Okay. If that's what you want, let's try knight here. It's a good outpost, I feel. Blocks the queen and the rook. And maybe if the other knight moves, then I can take the knight that's currently sitting on the D file. Alright, so I'm going to be all sneaky and go for a queen fork. I doubt my opponent will fall for it, but it's worth a shot. Oh, my opponent fell for it. Oh, and I don't. No, I'm so stupid. They can just take the knight. What? I think I'm so smart, I swear. Sometimes. Okay, so I'm just going to go for the pawn. That seems about a good idea. Okay, I have 20 seconds left. When did this happen? This is why I don't play chess. Because time. This is why I don't play Blitz. Screw Blitz. Take. It's time to lose. Check. GG. Rip. There goes the rating. Annihilation. F-pawn is hanging. Gone. 7 seconds. Maybe it's time to start pre-moving randomly. Maybe I can get like a stalemate. Haha. In my dreams. Okay. Takes. Takes. Come on, sack everything. Sack everything. I believe in the power of stalemates to solve all my problems. Whew, that was a tough one. I really need to work on talking and playing at the same time. Otherwise, I will keep timing out. And now we're all the way back to 41, unfortunately. If we had won the game before that one, we would have been at 11. Dang. We would have been still up in the 10s, 11, 12 area. I kind of want to berserk this one, but talking while berserking? Do it for the fans. Let's go. Do it for the fans. The fans that I don't have. That I will get someday. Because I am awesome. That's a lie. Now I'm just gonna... It's gonna devolve into complete nonsense at this point. Because if I couldn't do this when I had 5 minutes, there's no way I can do this when I have whatever this is. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Come on, take the pawn. C-pawn, I dare you. Gone. What else? Check. Yeah, checks are cool. Let's do that. I feel like I should not be freaking out as much as I am. Bam. Move out of the way. I don't need you here. Maybe berserking is a good way to train your speed chess. I'm already almost down to 2 minutes, so not good at all. Oh, they're threatening a fork. Oh, that's not good. That's very bad. I think I have to castle, though. I have to let them fork me if they want to. Okay, so the fork doesn't come into play. I can save myself by going back here. And we got a free pawn, I think, but that's it. Alright, so this move comes out at... Oh, no! I misclick. I meant to go back to e6. I meant to go back. Come on. I want you to think it's a trap. Don't take it. It's a trap. If you take on d6, you will lose. I promise. Oh, wow. That actually... Wow. I was not expecting that. So I'm just going to move out of the way again. Called a blunder. Move the queen out of the way. I'm under now, getting close to half my time. I think I just want to trade off. That's the goal. If I berserk, unlike some better players and better chess tubers, I can't really play nicely. I just have to go for whatever comes to mind. And that usually involves trading, if that makes sense. Okay, so the e-pawn is hanging. That I just noticed that now. That'd be a really good discovered attack if I could take it. No, can't take it. And now I'm pinned. That's big. Okay, so I'm just going to have to get rid of the piece here. I doubt my opponent won't take this at this time. It's yours this time. You earned it. Take the bishop with whatever piece you desire. Okay. Knight it is. Now my other bishop is primed for the taking, but I'd rather you actually take that one. It's not really doing much. I could bring it to b6. I think that's, yeah, I'd rather do that. Doubles my rooks, too. Alright, let's bring it to b6 real quick. Nice and quick. Can I trap? Nah. If I move the a6 to attack b5, then he just takes the knight, or the bishop. So no way I can trap, unfortunately. I guess we can go rook out, attacking the... Brings the other knight in. Is there any way I can deal with this? Okay, I'm going to go... No, I can't do that. I have to guard e7 for the pin. Okay. I guess this is fine. We're doing fine. Move your other rook out so I can checkmate you, please. Move your F rook out. Move it anywhere. Any place on the board. Oh, I see that you see what I'm trying to do. I see that you see. I want to go F6, and maybe I can get a piece out of that. Let's do it. No turning back. Ah, jeez. Now you can move your other piece out of the way, I'm sure. I'm sure you'll have no problem doing that. I do have a nice C pawn to attack. But I've got to go for like a quick back rank or something. That's my only way out of this. Don't think I'm going to win on time, to be honest. Oh, okay. I guess I just move it over one. Not a big revelation. Move your queen. Move your queen, please. Anywhere. If I beg enough, it'll work. Okay, got the piece back. Now I've got to go ahead and queen a pawn, I think. Just go ahead and do that casually. No big deal. Is this trapped? Yes, it's trapped. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. I need to win this. I have to, it's my destiny. Ah, screw you. "20 seconds. Takes. Pin. Ah, no pin. Boo-hoo. Check. Attack. 13 seconds. I have to checkmate. I have no time to queen. I have to start pre-moving. Don't take the d-pawn. Don't take the... Ooh, this could work out, maybe. Oh no. You can't have your rook there. It's against the rules. You can't do this to me. Please. Oh, okay. I know what I need to do. It's over, isn't it? Come on, checkmate, check. Oh no! That's it. Oh, that was hard. I might have been able to do that if I moved a bit faster. Good game. Let's go back to tournament. I think I'm going to play one more and then cut the video here. Maybe play the rest of the tournament. There's still an hour left. So, still at 7 points, unfortunately. One more game. Let's get it. Let's do it. We're going to win this last game. Got to end on a positive note. Tired. It's 11:52 a.m. This is what I consider too early in the morning. Oh, we got a berserker against us. 2,000. Let's see it. Let's do it. Come at me. Back. Here. Up. Queenside. I should probably kingside because it's safer in this particular instance. Pieces up. I can think a bit more, so I should not be moving this fast. I just lost a piece, didn't I? Oh, apparently not. Alright, got my pawns up. Gotta move this straight back. Trade pieces. Interesting. Open file. Attack, check. I have to, okay, bishop is guarding c, so I can move my queen out without fear of getting mated on c2. I've got to play this carefully. I should stop moving so fast. I'm not the one berserking. I have not realized that fully. Alright, take here. Because it's pinned with the threat. How do I follow? How do I follow? I need to follow. Otherwise I'm doomed. Okay, we can move the pawn up. H-pawn. That's our shot. He can't go rook f6 because then I go takes g7 checkmate. I think I'm causing this guy to think. Let's see, we might be able to win this. As much as I like to claim otherwise, I do get pretty scared when I face a really high-rated opponent. There's like this certain level of I'm already going to lose that I just can't shake. How do you guys feel? Can you relate? Okay, it's still pinned, so I think okay, so takes there. Okay, now that's very dangerous, but okay, isn't there a way I can checkmate? There's got to be a way. Okay, let's think about this. I got 3 minutes. So I can go here. I can take on e6 check. Then, if he doesn't block, he has to move. But I don't know how I do it after that. I can go. Let's go up. And then we can go for the checkmate. And my opponent can also go for the checkmate. Yeah, I have to move here. It's forced. I can't take with the bishop. All right, or the knight. Or the bishop, sorry. Now what? I have to go a place where I cannot be checked easily. Let's block. If he moves the bishop out, then does he prevent the checkmate? Yeah, he does. And then if his so bishop to or queen to g8, rook takes g8, pawn takes, then king takes on g8, and my opponent looks fine after that. So I think I have to try to go for the win on time. Okay, so it comes out. I think, okay, that can't check me. Nothing can check me, so I've got to go here. Go for the checkmate on g7. Opponent won't let me, of course. This is tough. I don't want to make it less complex for them because that's what they want. Still got a good amount of time. I can't sack on g7 with the rook. That won't work. I guess we can just pull back for now. Sure. If we need to, we can always go queen g8 check. All right, so just takes the pawn. I think. No, I can't do that. The knight is there. Can't go to. Okay, we got to attack the queen directly. All right, so here comes the check. Oh, I see what happens here. I can't. Frick. I have to move out of the way of any possible checks. Bishop check? Is that what's coming next? Yep. Bishop check is coming next, and then as soon as I move, rook check is coming. Oh god. This could turn out really badly. I've got to move up. No other choice. I think I may have lost. Let's go here. Try to threaten something. Okay, there goes the queen. Oh wait, whoops. My bad. That's not how the queen goes, because the knight was protecting it. I'm a genius, and you have 14 seconds to finish this. Can you do it? I'm very scared. And I have to watch my time too, which I did not think would happen. Come on. Come on. No! Oh man, 1.5 seconds. Well played. That was good. That was tough. Whew. Well, I think I'm done. Could have got that guy, but could've is the term that people use when they lose, and I just lost, so can't really say anything there. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you all. If you made it this far, I'm surprised you made it this far. I don't consider my chess videos that interesting yet. Working on it. But yeah, thank you for watching. I've got some movie reviews and more chess games / tournaments in the works. So if you're interested, stick around and subscribe to the channel. And then you'll get the updates as soon as they come out. So yeah, thanks for watching and stay classy. Where's that button? There it is. See you guys.